Hello, I'm Morgan Thompson. Hillary Clinton is expected to announce a bid for the White House sometime in the next 2 weeks. An insider with her group says the former Secretary of State plans to focus on much smaller, voter-oriented events in the states with early primaries. Clinton is expected to face little competition from within her party. And now, Senator Rand Paul might become the next Republican to officially announce a run for the White House. The Kentucky lawmaker has been active on Twitter today, asking users to retweet this message. The series of tweets read, "Stand with Rand to defeat the Washington machine." He's expected to make an official announcement tomorrow during an event in Louisville. After that, he'll kick off a 4-state tour, stopping in Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and Nevada. The White House says there is no time frame just yet for the rollback of sanctions against Iran. Meanwhile, President Obama tries to persuade the world that negotiators made a good deal with Iran.
There is no formula, there is no option to prevent Iran from getting a nuclear weapon that will be more effective than the diplomatic initiative and framework that we put forward.
President Obama, speaking to the New York Times, calls the deal a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Kenya's Air Force says airstrikes have destroyed 2 al-Shabaab military camps in Somalia. Yesterday, families of the victims killed in the university attack gathered to identify the remains. Militants from the al-Shabaab terror group claimed responsibility for the assault, which killed 148 people last week. In Chile, residents and tourists keep their eye on the sky above a volcano. The Villarrica volcano is spewing a column of thick ash into the air. Authorities have widened the restricted area around the volcano in southern Chile. The University of Virginia's chapter of Phi Kappa Psi says it plans to sue Rolling Stone magazine. This comes after the magazine retracted an article about an alleged gang rape at the fraternity house. Columbia University School of Journalism says the magazine did not follow journalistic safeguards when reporting the story. The managing editor and story reporter have since apologized. The U.S. Supreme Court will not review a GOP-backed voter ID law from North Carolina. The law requires voters to show photo identification before casting their ballots. It also bans same-day registration and provisional voting for those casting ballots outside of their districts. Opponents argue that the law targets minorities and young people, while supporters say it prevents fraud. And we have some good news for residents of California. Weather forecasters say a storm should bring a few inches of rain and up to 2 feet of snow for parts of the dry state. This comes just a few days after Governor Jerry Brown offered a mandatory cut in water use. That's your Newsmax Now update. More news coming your way in 30 minutes.